As we learned along the way that allergies were popping up and this is something to grapple with, we looked for information. There was more beginning to be available so that we could plan. We knew that we would have to have documentation, so we put together forms, used model health policies from Excels and other NACI and organizations that did some of the homework for us. Our application has a question on it asking if there are allergies. And so something usually comes up that way if the child is old enough. However, we take infants and allergies sometimes don't appear until later. So then it's a matter of having developed a good relationship with the family so that they're comfortable telling us. And it helps to have a health professional on site that we can turn to sort out things if they come up. And it is a process. As I say, you start off maybe with a mild reaction to something that can change and grow over time to something that's more pronounced, and that we have to think about what we're doing so that we're recognizing that this is maybe more serious now than it had been.
Grade 22.
Well, we had several families that have come in with food allergies, so we got together as a staff and had talked about what would be the best situation with these children that we can still include them in our program. So we came up with the food allergy table, where we have children that have food allergies that just sit there at those tables. Everything is disposable that we give them, and all the food is brought in by the parents. That includes their lunch and also their snacks and things are all included in that. And we also have it in our policy that they bring everything there with them. I'm very conscious when I do purchase snacks for the children. We do some fresh fruit in the morning. We'll do like a trail mix, but all peanut free, and you just really have to I think, be more conscious of reading labels.
Parents fill out like a food allergy action plan if a child has allergies, so that we know at the beginning of the school year, when that child is new, how to prevent any type of reaction. We have everything from mild to severe cases here. So there are a few children who have EpiPens in case of anaphylaxis. We communicate to the lead teacher, who then communicates to her staff. And we then ask parents to give permission so that we can post it in the classroom, so that any new staff member coming into that classroom is aware of the child or children there that have special food allergies, in addition to food preferences that might be for religious reasons. About 10 years ago, the Children's Center here decided to go completely nut-free, and we let parents know at the beginning of the year, who might be coming in with breakfast bars or something like that with the children, at first thing in the morning, but we remind them that it's a nut-free center.
In our family handbook, we address it and say that things like that may need to have more exposure than other kinds of information because it's critical for that particular child. It's sort of the need to know, who needs to know about this. It's not just the classroom teachers. It could be in the early morning, if that's a child that comes in very early. In the older groups, they are in a combined group with other kids from classrooms nearby. So those teachers in that room need to know as well. So that would be, I guess, some of the guidance on it is who really needs to know this. Who would that child be in the care of that should know what would need to be done? and what restrictions there might be.